Thinking about buying a Masterbuilt Gravity Series smoker? I got 12 things that I think you should know before getting one. Starting with the first one, it is expensive. The model I have is the Gravity Series, the Masterbuilt Gravity Series 1050, and it runs about $899 up to maybe $1,100 depending on where you're shopping for a brand new one. Going to number two, you need to know that actually the normal way to purchase this is in a box, which means there's assembly required. I bought the full model. I got a great discount on it. I don't know if that's going to be the case for you, but from what I've seen, it can take anywhere between 2 to 4 hours to put one of these together, and they recommend it to be a two-man job. Keep that in mind. Moving on to number three, it is electric, which means that you got to have access to electricity, of course, to run it, to keep the fan going, to keep your temperatures where you want it to be on this grill. So make sure that you have access to electricity, or how is that going to be hampered? Let's say that your cook turns into a rainy day, thunderstorm, something like that. Keep those things in mind. Number four, moving on to what you want to consider also is customer service for that. If you're one of these people that you really need excellent customer service because you run into issues time and time again, maybe it's just a curse over your life. I'm joking about that. But if you're a person that you really like to lean on customer service to help you get through some snags or troubleshooting, this may not be the company for you. In my experience, maybe 3 years ago, I ran into an issue where I couldn't get power to my grill and I wasn't sure what was going on. I tried to get in touch with somebody. I couldn't get in touch with anybody. Every call that I made led to a voicemail. I never got a call back. I never got an email return, anything. I went on social media, reached out to the person running their page. They said they'll get in touch. Never ever happened. What I ended up doing was finding the replacement parts myself. Now that's number 5 on my list. Replacement parts. Go to Amazon. Just come tell you hands down. Go to Amazon, find all of the things that go with your model. They are electrical parts. They're parts that you will need. Speaking of electric, what I said earlier, there are 3 safety switches on it. There is a temperature prong. Temperature probe. There is a fan that is running on those. Those things, along with the control module, can go bad or be faulty, and you're going to need to replace them. Having them as backup parts is going to be very helpful to you. And in addition to that, to let you know, on Amazon, I've seen the entire electrical system, wiring, everything included, for less than $150. You really can't beat that. Along with that, there's a heat manifold that may rust out. There's other parts on here that may need to be replaced. You can get those for cheap on Amazon as well. You do not have to get them necessarily from Masterbuilt themselves. Now, I can speak for the 1050 and the models going down. I can't speak for the 1150, the XT, those going up. Now, going on, I would tell you this. You want to get quality charcoal for that. That's my number 6 on the list. Quality charcoal is very important, because if you run like the regular white and blue bag of Kingsford, I've had bad experience with Kingsford in the past before I got to the Masterbuilt Gravity Series smokers. It builds a lot of ash and it's hard to keep tip up. Low and slow might be the way to go. In this, however, the ash prevents airflow going in through that hopper, and I've seen that create some issues. So go with a good charcoal. I love to use lump charcoal with this model. I use Fogo and some of the other brands who are really good, Blues Hog, Rockwood, you name it. That's what I would recommend you going with. Now, if you're gonna have yours outside like mine, which brings up number 7 on the list, make sure that you have a grill cover, a cover for this, because even though it's all sealed up and it's closed, when it rains, it finds a way to allow moisture in. It gets wet inside, and if it gets wet inside that hopper and kind of get just damp and moist in there, it's hard to get your next fire jumping. You really need to get to dry out. The cover helps with that tremendously. Moving on to number 8, be open to modifications. Do not think that this is a perfect grill. Like any grill is perfect when you get it. You may find some seepage. When I say seepage, meaning smoke seeping out when you're smoking. There's ways to seal that off with different things. You got videos for that out on the internet that you can find out about. Be open to that. There is a group, I think it's LSS mods. They make some great mods for it. They can be kind of pricey in my opinion, but those who have used them, they've had great results with it. Be mindful that those mods are out there. Moving to number 9, this grill with the controller will overshoot its temp. once you get adjusted to doing that, you'll understand when and how to maneuver your cooking around those adjustments. Let's say that you started off, you want to start with a temp of like 250 for some reason, and now you want to go up to 300 or 350. My model typically may shoot as much as 30 degrees over that point that I'm setting it at, but I'm aware of that, so I make the necessary adjustments. About 5-10 minutes later, after it kind of settles down and regulates the temperature, it will be at the set temperature you want it, and it'll hold there until you're ready to change it again or you're out of fuel. Moving on to number 10, Masterbuilt accessories. There's quite a few of them out here. There's a griddle that goes on these. I have the griddle. It's a great product. There's a rotisserie. I heard that there's some kind of modification that needs to be used with that to make it run properly, because it can overheat and will stop spinning. But when it's working with this grill, the grill is a great smoker, great griller, cooker, whatever you want to use it at. It's great for that, but keep it in mind that there are some mods out there that you might want to add. 11, I'm gonna say my honest opinion. Even with all the hassles I've had with this, I still say that this is a fantastic unit. I really love it. I have a rusted out, not necessarily rusted out, it's a rusty char griller barrel that I used for years that I haven't gone back to, because this has worked out so well for me. I do cook on it 1 to 2 times every week almost, especially when the weather warms up. It's great during the cold months. I just got to remember to get back out here if it's not too late, throw the cover on it once it cools down. Now to number 12, this is my last recommendation for the video, is that you keep this clean and seasoned, because it will shorten your grill cooking flow tremendously. The Masterbuilt Gravity Series smokers are excellent grill devices, but you really need to keep them up, keep them clean, because grease can get down in those little safety switches and cause it to prematurely malfunction and falter. So you want to keep it clean, and they're really easy to clean. After you clean it, go ahead and season it, get ready for the next cook. I hope this was helpful to you some kind of way. Anyway, until next time.